We're looking, though, now at race number 10, one of the later races on the programme. Class 3, 200-metre sprint. Good field, exciting field as well, but Bazinga's come up a very short prize favourite for Karastine. He's unbeaten in 2 starts here in Hong Kong. Keefe makes his Hong Kong debut for Frankie Law and Joe Moreira. Packing Treadmill, third to Bazinga last time out. Brilliant Wave finished second in that race. Tamara Blitz makes his Hong Kong debut. Winner out of the UK for Rafe Beckett. We've got Racing Fighter, who's a 6-time winner here in Hong Kong and 4 times over course and distance. Pride of 8, Easy Snip might be the speed from Barrier 8, or certainly some of it. And then War of Courage, who has won over course and distance, but is a 2-time winner down the straight as well. All right, we'll start as always with the speed map here, Tom. And how do we see it shaping up with the favourite coming off the inside gate?
Yeah, he should have enough early pace to get into a good position. Easy Snip, though, with Victor Wong can certainly come across from barrier number 8 for Benno Jung, the trainer there. He's got the tongue tie going on. Where does Packing Treadmill sit, Paul? Because he covered a bit of ground last start.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? I think he'll eventually get across and get outside Easy Snip, but he just might have to work a little bit to get there. That's the key for him. And well, if he does get there easy enough, then he's definitely one of the major chances. Right Honourable way back in trip, I think he's going to end up right at the back there as well.
Of course, we've got Keefe, the first starter. There's been a bit of a buzz about him off his trials as well, sitting there midfield. Packing Treadmill needs to work his way across from barrier number 10. So that's probably a good place to start. See if we can find out about some tactics, how the horse is, with jockey Zach Purton.
Zach, Packing Treadmill is a horse who you know very well. Obviously meets a couple of rivals that he met last time, noticeably, I'll get it out in a minute, Bazinga. But you receive a nice bit of weight from him this time around.
Yeah, it was a good effort last time. He drew a poor gate, had a tough run. He's drawn a bad gate again. The poor guy's been to the races a few times now and just can't seem to draw well, apart from the first start, of course. But, you know, we're going to have to try and work it out. Hopefully we can get a better run than what we did last time and be a little bit more competitive. The turnaround at weights, it helps, although Bazinga's drawn really nicely this time. So, you know, we'd hope that he gets bottled up because he's a progressive horse.
You're receiving £13 from the top one, of course, Bazinga. Have you had a chance to sit on this horse since his last run, Zach?
Yeah, I actually worked him this morning. He's just so relaxed in the mornings. He doesn't give you any feel. He just goes out there and hacks around at his own pace, but he turns out race day and he's doing a good job at that.
Far be it from any of us to tell Francis Loy how to train, but is he a horse that in time is really going to want a little bit of extra distance, given his style? Yeah,
we've already spoken about that, and we were toying with the idea of going to 1400 for this start, but just thought it might be better giving him one more run at 1200. There's no hurry, of course, but after this race, depending on how he runs, of course, there's every chance he might go to 1400 next start.
All right, so looking for further down the track. Gets a £7 turnaround, though, Tom, with Bazinga on that beating. But we can see it again here. There he's covering a little bit of ground, Packing Treadmill. But Bazinga does look a very exciting prospect.
He certainly does. It's brought some good form across from Australia. He's 1 from 1 over there, and he's now 2 from 2 here, so 3 from 3 worldwide. And he was shaken up a little bit here down the side. Paul, he's been pushed a little wider there by Brilliant Way, but once he got balanced up, he was pretty impressive.
He was, wasn't he? And he drew 12, so he had to go a little bit further back than he'd like to have. He's got barrier number 1, so he should be able to put Posy up in a really nice position. He's 2 from 2, and there's no reason I can see why he won't go 3 from 3.
Packing Treadmill suffered a little bit of the draw last time, 11, gets 10 again here. But in saying that, Bazinga actually drew barrier 12 last time himself and still came from behind. But gate 1 certainly makes it easier. And Tom, as you're saying, he's unbeaten worldwide.
He is the son of All Too Hard Bazinga, so he's been a good recruit here for his owners. And Tony Cruz has done a good job with him. Paul, not often horses come here and go bang, bang like that.
No, exactly. And look, he's come up to he's one of those sort of awkward ratings, rating 80. He has to carry the 133 pounds. There's a few horses coming through as well. But the way he's been going, I think he'll easily get into Class 2, no problems.
All right. Well, what about this first starter, Keefe? He has had 3 trials to warm up for this. Paul, have you been impressed? Yeah,
no, the trials have all been good. He's 1135 pounds, as you say, all 3 trials. Now, he did win fresh up over 1200, but they quicked him up. They stepped him up pretty quickly up to the 1600. So he has won over 1600 as well. Look, he definitely goes in, but he's met a really hot field here.
Yeah, and that first up went over the 1200 metres was on a rain-affected track. He came out and won again at Ipswich, and he was taken up to New South Wales and ran second at Randwick. Nothing wrong with the trial. He wasn't really tested too much late there, and he has been going well in those trials.
So this is the win, Tom, at Ipswich. This is going back to September. But look at the distance, 1666. This is 1,200 metres we're talking about now.
Yeah, so he's obviously pretty versatile. 2 wins already here at the 1,200 metres, and he can certainly run further when they decide to step him up and find the appropriate race, Paul.
Yeah, no, exactly. So look, I haven't got him on a win line. He's been going well. He's settled in nicely enough. I just think there's a couple of nice progressive horses in front of him. But look, if he won, I wouldn't be surprised. But so I have included him in the numbers.
All right, trained by Brad Widdop in Australia under the same name. He debuts. We will have a look at good old Racing Fighter, Paul. It does drop away the handicap quite quickly. Bazinga 133, Keefe 128. He dropped a Packing Treadmill there, and then at 120. So the rest of the field off lightweights here. Yeah,
he's won in this class a few times before. Racing Fighter, it's a mid race for him. Normally wins when Zach Purden jumps aboard him, so we'll keep an eye on that. And Pride of 8, he was towards the back.
Look, he was only beaten a length and a half here, was Racing Fighter last start. In fact, a length and 3/4. He actually won this day a couple of years ago, so it's been a wee while since he's won. His last win came off 83. He's 20 points lower in the handicap than that at the moment.
All right, War of Courage, Tom. Racing Fighter again, just tiptoeing around at the back. This is 2 starts back for War of Courage. He was down the field last time.
Yeah, he was. That was over 1,200 metres at Sha Tin behind Rock Your Heart, beaten 7 3/4. And he sort of had a good run in the one back, one out position, got flushed out wider and dropped away. But wasn't a bad effort here on the fence, Paul. He's got a lightweight eligible for Class 4.
Yeah, so we'll see how he can go with it and see if he can make use of that lightweight. Yet to win this season from his 9 starts, but has been placed.
All right, one more to have a look at, Paul, and this is Tamara Blitz, who makes his debut here. He's a 3-year-old from Rafe Beckett. He was a winner on the Polytrack in the UK. Yeah,
look, he's had a couple of starts. Both were on the Polytrack and obviously trialling on that similar surface here. Had the 3 trials. He's 1,074 pounds. He's got plenty of gear on for his debut run. A hood on, shadow row on, and a cross noseband on as well. Look, I'm just happy to watch him because it's quite a tough race, this one.
Yeah, happy as well. He was Tamara's Rock when he raced over in the UK. Couple of wins on the one win, I should say, on the Polytrack from his 2 runs on it. But yeah, as Paul said, happy to watch.
Again, with that trial, if you keep watching it, he does just keep going as well. So maybe one for the future. Tamara Blitz, we'll keep an eye on this time round. Bazinga, I'd imagine, be favourite here. Paul, do you oppose him?
No, I've got him on top. I'm around the top of the book, actually, with all my 4 selections here. I think he can win. Packing Treadmill, look, he had a hard run last time. Brilliant Way was a good run from him in that same race. And then the first starter, Keefe. So 1, 3, 4 and 2 for me.
Yeah, same 4 numbers, can't argue with there, 1, 3, 4 and 2. I think Bazinga, even though he's got top weight to carry here, should be too good. Got a nice draw, should get a good run in transit. Packing Treadmill goes in. Brilliant Way, put up a stout fight last to start. And Keefe, the newcomer here for Frankie Law and Joe Moreira. 1, 3, 4 and 2.
Yeah, same 4 numbers from me as well. I mean, he's getting up there in the handicap, isn't he, Bazinga, now with that 133. So you'd think that Packing Treadmill and Brilliant Way might be able to get closer. We will find out.